Hello, my comic book loving sons of bitches and Wonder Women that might be watching. Welcome to the second comic book haul of November 2018. Yeah, so last week was the first haul of the month for me, even though they consisted of the last comics released in October. So technically, this is the first set of comic books that came out in November. The second. It's the first set. I don't know if I'm trying to retrace what I just said. It's the first set of comics released in November. But it's the second set of comics that I have picked up in November. Because we always go to November. What? We always go to the comic store, and my sister and I, over the weekend. So, anyway. So, forgive me if I'm a little bit if I'm not as energetic as I usually am. I've had an emotional last few days. Basically, we thought my cat was going to die. My cat Kovu. He just has, he's been examined by 3 doctors, and they couldn't find anything physically wrong with him. But neurologically, it's almost like he just gave up. And yesterday, on November 12th, we thought he was going to die. He showed every indication of being a dying animal. He wouldn't drink, wouldn't eat, wouldn't respond. He was drooling excessively, and it was scary. To top that off, my cat's fine. Miraculously, the very next day, today on the 13th, he's up, he's moving, he's drinking, he's eating, he's meowing, and I can't tell you how much of a relief that is, guys. It's the power of love. It may sound corny, but the power of love, I think, kept that cat alive. Because we loved him. We said how much we loved him, and he's fine. He's doing good. So that's the good news. The bad news, and this is what made me so emotional. On top of my cat being ill. Yesterday on November 12th, it was announced that we lost the man who inspires us to be the geeks and nerds and weirdos and be the different kinds of people we like to be. We lost Stan Lee. It's a day that I knew was coming, especially after he recently lost his wife. That does a lot to the heart, guys. Losing a loved one like that takes years off your life. And Stan Lee, already being 95, yeah, it was definitely his time. Even though I'm sure up to his passing, he always had that big heart pumping. He always had that love for his creations, his culture, the culture that he helped establish, the culture that we love as comic book collectors, as people who love the films that we watch, the shows, everything regarding superheroes, and just the everything different about our pop culture, and I knew he would. He's the kind of man you didn't want to pass. Like I was hoping that scientists were keeping him alive, and I was actually going to film this video on the day of his passing, but I was just too emotional. I couldn't do it. On top of that, we thought my cat was dying. Look, it's all been said before. It's all been said what a great man he was, what a gentleman, what a fine presence he was. Yeah, you have some assholes out there trying to discredit him. People saying that he was mean to people. he was rude to women. That's not what I saw. And most people who were around him never felt that. Now, maybe he did some bad things in his life. We all have. But I believe what he established, what he gave us, outweighs the bad, because he helped a generation of young nerds and geeks come out of hiding and love what they love themselves and enjoy what they love rather than hiding it. And look how big the comic book business is, or how big really the superhero genre is. Some might say that he stole ideas. Man, back in the day, everybody stole ideas. Everybody. DC ain't no different. They've stolen from Marvel. But the thing is, these characters have evolved. These characters have they maybe came from another creation, or, they were an afterthought of another creation, but they eventually evolved. New writers came in, they recreated certain characters, and Stan Lee always had a hand in it. I mean, I'm definitely going to miss his cameos. I know that he has some that he already filmed ahead of time, because he knew he was going to die. He's old. But just knowing that this earth no longer houses the soul of Stan Lee, it makes it a sadder place. But the truth is, his soul lives on through his work, through his energy that I believe has been passed on by many. His influence will always be an important factor in our pop culture. I'm just sad I'll never get to meet the man. I'm sad that I'll never get to go to LA Comic Con and know that Stan Lee is in the house. Even if I never got to meet him, at least I knew he was there. I'll never have that experience. But, I do thank Mr. Stan Lee for everything he's done. I will continue to love his work and the work that he's helped others create. And I will always love Marvel. Always. I'll always embrace my nerdiness, my geekiness, because of Stan Lee. So, Mr. Stan Lee, I just want to say farewell. Thank you for everything you've given us, nerds and geeks and outcasts. Thank you. Alright, so, now it's time to show some comic books. So, it wasn't a big haul. I would say it was kind of an average haul. But, hey, it was a haul. So, let's go ahead and show you what we got. Big shout out to Undercity Comics in Whittier, California. And let's get to it, because we already made this video long. So, let's go. We start out with something that they pulled, and we told them to pull everything that's X-Men, which I'm a little worried about, because X-Men Red was on the list, but now we're thinking it probably got postponed, because that's a big title, and I'm pretty sure they will have pulled that. But hopefully by the time we go this week, they'll have it, or we'll have some sort of explanation. But anyway, we have Typhoid Fever X-Men. I'm thinking maybe this is a one-shot. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks cool. My sister wanted it. We then have number 25 of Weapon X. Pretty hot. Shit, y'all. We then have number 6. Shit, y'all, you're knocking me off my game, dude. Number 6 of X-23. That's the, I love this image. It's so cool. Number 6 of Deadpool. That is hella colorful. And I like it. Color. I feel like I should hold on this side. We got more, I don't know. I'm in the center, but we have a beautiful cover. I don't know. I just really enjoy this cover. We have number 56 of Star Wars. I think I get more glare from this angle. We'll just show it from both angles. How about that? We got Han Solo's X in there. So they pulled this for me as my, part of my request. I tell them everything in Star Wars, pull it. I don't know if I should have gotten it, but you know what? I guess the idea of Han Solo being in the Imperial Guard, being in the fighting for the Empire, is kind of interesting to me. So we have Star Wars Han Solo Imperial Cadet. So they presented it in the movies. I had an issue with it in the past because I didn't want to believe that Han Solo ever fought for the enemy. But then again, Han Solo is a smuggler. He's a survivalist. So it made sense. The way it was presented in the Solo movie, it makes sense. So maybe this comic will kind of shed more light on his activities and his thought process. So why not? We then have number 11 of Justice League, this being part 2 of Drowned Earth. And we do have a beautiful variant. I'm so glad they pulled this. This is gorgeous. Oh, by the way, I saw something online. I don't know if this is true or this is some stupid rumor, but some group of parents want Warner Brothers to have a disclaimer in front of the Aquaman movie stating that the sharks are CGI because they don't want kids going to the ocean and trying to summon sharks. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Alright, we then have number 58 of Batman. Wait, is that it for Marvel? Holy shit. Apparently it was a very light week for Marvel. Shit. 58 of Batman. And they did, in fact, they go fat penguin face. Wait, hold on, what does it say? And the Dark Knight will pay the penguin has a secret, and the Dark Knight will pay the price. Well, Batman's rich. He can pay whatever he wants. They did pull me a very great variant, and I'm very grateful. I like it. I'm very thirsty, guys. I need something to drink. I should have drank something before I started doing this. We have number 37 of Deathstroke. Got Deathstroke in Arkham, writing on the wall, I'm not crazy. I never believed Deathstroke was crazy. He just likes to kill. Number 52, we have Nightwing. Number 53, we have Harley Quinn. No variant for this one, they didn't have it, but that's okay. Number 4 of The Adventures of Super Sons. And then we get to the indies. We have number 12 of Eclipse. I swear, it seemed like for the longest time this comic wasn't coming out. Now it just seems a lot more frequent. We have number... what number are you? Number 9 of Kick-Ass. They did have a different cover, and I don't know why I didn't get it. I should have. It was pretty good. They have it next week. I'll pick it up. We then have some IDW. Star Wars Adventures Destroyer Down. Nice little comic with Ray, so I'm looking forward to that. And then lastly, we have a trio of Zenescope comics. It's the same comic, but with variants, of course. We have number 1, Van Helsing, Sword of Heaven. That's nice. It's nice to know that swords are still made in heaven. So there's the A cover. There's the action-packed B cover. And I always say the C cover, C for cleavage, because they always have cleavage. A very luscious C cover. These artists, man, these freaking artists, they're something else. So that does it for the haul. I hope I didn't bore you with my farewell to Stan Lee. I did not think of what to say ahead of time. I just wanted to speak from the heart, so I hope it didn't sound ridiculous. I will see you guys next time. I'm still trying to think of more content to give to you guys on this channel, but if you do want regular content, more active content from me, then definitely follow me on Twitch, where I stream as often as I can. I am on a bit of a hiatus because, like I said, I've been having some emotional issues going around the home, and I haven't been in the right frame of mind, and I'm trying to work on upgrading a couple of things from my current computer. I would love a new computer, but that's not in the cards yet. But eventually I will get back to streaming, but you're more than welcome to follow me off stream and just wait for me. I'll be around. And of course follow my social media, where if you follow Twitter, very important because I keep everybody updated on what I'm doing. And of course Instagram, you can see my haul pics from the present and the past, as well as collectibles and everything else. If you have made it to this point, I would greatly appreciate a like. I mean, what can you lose? You've been here long enough, so just give me that thumbs up, like, yay, and thank you so much. Never let anybody tell you too old to collect comic books, because Stan Lee never was too old. Alright? So once again, R.I.P. Stan Lee, and for everyone else, let's continue to honor his legacy by enjoying the things that we love, the things that he helped create, as well as so many other artists that have passed and that are still around working to keep us happy. Alright? So I will see you guys when I see you. Peace out.